Hello, welcome to Harmony of Spices. We know there are lots and lots of different types of biryanis around the world, and I'll definitely do some of those different types in my upcoming videos. But here's a very special one for you that I perfected over the period of time, and you can never go wrong with this one. A chicken biryani is a four-step process. First you marinate the chicken, then you cook the rice, you cook the chicken, and then finally you bake them all together. So here I have taken some bone-in chicken. I don't prefer boneless chicken for chicken biryani. This is a whole chicken cut into small pieces. So I always go with small to medium pieces. Some people do like large pieces. It's totally up to your choice. So this is almost like 1 kilo or 2.2 pounds of whole chicken cut into small pieces. This is some minced ginger and garlic. I have taken like a small piece of ginger and 3-4 cloves of garlic. For making it easy, you can always go with a ginger garlic paste, but I always prefer freshly minced ginger and garlic. This is 1 tablespoon of lemon. This is minced coriander leaves or cilantro leaves and mint leaves. So I took a small bunch each because I'm going to add more of that in the chicken when I cook the chicken. This is 3/4 teaspoon of garam masala, half teaspoon turmeric powder, half teaspoon salt, and half teaspoon black pepper powder. If you don't have garam masala, you can always use a biryani masala powder or chicken masala or meat masala powder. This is 1 teaspoon of chili powder. I've taken Kashmiri chili powder because I don't like it a lot of spiciness in it. If you want to use, you can use red hot chili powder or the Kashmiri chili powder. This is half cup of yogurt here. Next is basically you add all the ingredients together and mix it with your hand. Like I always say, I prefer to marinate or mix the ingredients onto a meat with the hand. So here's the ginger and garlic, lemon, mint and coriander leaves, garam masala, turmeric, salt and black pepper powder, Kashmiri chili powder, yogurt. Wash your hands thoroughly and mix it really well. The spices are rubbed into the chicken really well and the marination is ready to be put away. I'm going to do an overnight marination. Please do it for at least 30 minutes. The longer it sits in the marination, it's better. The mint leaves, the coriander leaves, the ginger garlic, all the spices that we have added is going to make the chicken very flavorful. Now the 3 of the other processes that's left over for cooking the biryani. The second step is cooking the chicken. Third step is cooking the rice. And fourth is baking. So that's why you see 3 sets of ingredients here. For each of the steps, I'm going to show you what I've taken as the ingredients, but the proportion or the quantity of the ingredients, I'm going to list it under the ingredients field of this video. So for cooking the chicken curry first. So we have the marinated chicken. Taken some onions here. Slice it thinly. Always try to make it as even as possible. So every time you saute an onion or a ginger garlic, it's evenly sorted when it's even sized. And I have some sliced garlic, couple green chilies, some ginger thinly minced, cilantro or coriander leaves, mint leaves chopped, coriander powder, chili powder. I've taken the Kashmiri chili powder, turmeric, and this is some garam masala. So if you don't have the garam masala, you can either use biryani masala or chicken masala or meat masala. Just make sure you bring the quantity of the coriander powder and the chili powder down a little bit. One of the most important things for a good biryani is choosing the perfect rice quality. So you must have a really good quality of basmati rice, and wherever you're living, you can do it trial and error and decide what's the best quality rice. I live in US and I have chosen something called Tilda. This has always been a good rice. So choosing the perfect rice and cooking the rice to the perfect level gives you a really good biryani. Cooking the rice, I've taken a star anise, some cloves, cardamom, cinnamon, and bay leaves. If you don't like to chew on any whole spices, you can always put a little garam masala instead of any of these whole spices. I've also taken a lemon, some oil, salt, and turmeric powder. Taken some ghee here. The Indian ghee is better, but if you don't get it, just use the regular butter. So I'm going to use the ghee, the oil and the salt for most of the steps. For garnishing the biryani, I've taken some raisins here and I've also taken cashew nuts here. The cashews are cut into 2 pieces. If anyone is allergic to nuts, don't use the cashews. I've also taken some pineapple essence here, but if you have fresh pineapple, I would chop the pineapple into small pieces and use like a cup of pineapple for garnishing it. If anyone is allergic to pineapple, don't use the pineapple or the essence. Then I've taken some onions thinly sliced and I've taken some sugar which I'm going to add to the onion before frying. Start with the rice first. So one of the most important things is handling the rice properly. When you wash the rice or rinse the rice, handle it carefully, don't squish the rice. Rinse it 2-3 times and then soak it in water for 15 minutes. Don't squish the rice or try to wash the rice after it's soaked in water. The rice is rinsed and now I'm going to leave it in water for another 15 minutes. This is the onions that we need to garnish. I'm going to add a little salt to that onion and a little sugar to it. And I'm going to squish it with my hand, making sure they're all mixed well, and keep it aside until I fry it. This is now mixed with salt and sugar. Adding a little sugar and salt to it helps with the frying process faster, and also it gives nice caramelized color and brings a little sweetness to that garnishing. A pan is heated up. I'm going to use the pan to first fry the garnishing and then use the same pan for cooking the chicken. The thing is to fry the onions in the ghee or butter, but to avoid the usage of the ghee, I'm going to fry it in oil and add a little ghee to it to give some flavor to it. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of ghee to it. Add the cashew to it as soon as it's hot. Browning, I'm going to add the raisins to it. You see the cashews are browned and the raisins have bubbled up, so which means it's good to be taken out. I'm going to add the onion now into that oil. Stir it well and stir regularly so it fries evenly. And if you think you need more oil or ghee, please add to it. When it starts browning, take it out. Don't wait for a longer time because onion is going to sit outside and go more darker. I'm going to use the same pan and start cooking my chicken. So first ginger, garlic and the green chilies. Saute for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, add the onion to it. Start sauteing the onions. Like I always say, add a little salt to it and saute it so it sautees faster. Add the turmeric at this point. Now I'm going to cover it for like 2 minutes to make the sauteing easier. Cover it for 2 minutes, but I've been stirring in between. Don't cover it fully, only cover it partly. I'm gonna take the cover off. Once it's nice and translucent, put the onions apart and start adding your powder. So chili powder, coriander, garam masala. I would start stirring it here just to heat up the spices and then mix it out slowly. So heat it up and it turns its color, then start adding the chicken pieces. You don't need to add any water when you keep it for cooking. It's better the meat cooks without any water. I'm going to keep it closed, but if you're using a fresh chicken, add a little water so it doesn't stick to the bottom or get burnt. Get the chicken in a small flame to start cooking it for first 10 minutes. I'm going to start working on the rice. So I have some boiling water here and I'm going to add the rice to it. So I threw out the extra water from the rice. There's a little bit in the rice still though, but that's totally fine. So I'm going to put the rice in here. Try avoiding touching the rice multiple times. So this is one way of doing it. Adding the whole spices to it. I know some people do fry the rice. I don't. You don't have to fry the rice. You will get a perfect quality rice if you just do it. So adding some salt, turmeric. If you look at this, I changed my spatula because I have chosen this spatula so that I don't break the rice. Try not to stir it much. I'm just mixing it one time gently, and I'm gonna keep it covered until it boils. Once it boils, take the cover out and don't leave the rice unattended. I'm gonna add a little oil to it so my rice doesn't stick to each other. It started boiling. I kept the lid open. One thing I want to tell you, I'm gonna drain the rice out, so put enough water so that the starch doesn't stick to the rice, but have enough water to boil it perfectly well. Be very careful about the cooking part of the rice. You only need to cook it to like 80%. It's cooked, but it's not fully soft. So you have to be very attentive because in a split of a second, the cooking time can change. You drain the water of the rice and put it for cooling. Before putting it for cooling, I'm gonna put some lemon into it. It's been cooking for like 10 minutes, covered. I took the lid off. Now I'm gonna add the coriander leaves. I'm not adding all of the coriander leaves because I have to save some for the garnishing. And I'm also adding some mint leaves to this. Now I can add some water to it because the marination and all the spices have gotten to the chicken really well. I'm gonna now cover it and cook it. Always check it in between, stir it in between, and add salt or a little water if needed. Don't put a lot of water, you just need enough water up to the level. The chicken is cooked and now we are ready to layer the biryani. If you look at the water level, it's almost up to the chicken level. You don't want a lot of water in the biryani, just enough up to this level. Now let's put the biryani together for baking. I've taken a tray here. Try to take a thick tray. It gives a better and even baking. So the pineapple essence that I showed you, I mixed a couple drops of essence with a little water. I'm gonna sprinkle it on the biryani. That's why I took it that way. The cooked rice, the chicken curry, the mint and cilantro leaves, coriander leaves, and some butter here. I'm gonna pour a little bit gravy to the bottom so it doesn't get stick to the bottom. So I put the rice as the first layer and now I'm gonna add the chicken. So when you put the chicken, spread it out in a way that every scoop has a chicken piece and rice in there. Chicken is layered. Now you can pour the gravy evenly on the chicken. Chicken is done. Make sure it's evenly put, the pieces and the gravy. Now I'm gonna finish it with a layer of rice. Make sure it's evenly layered and it fills all parts of the tray. I'm gonna sprinkle with a little essence, pineapple essence here and there. Don't overdo it. It would not taste good if you overdo it. Little butter on the top. Make a couple of holes so it allows the steam to come out evenly. And you can add a little butter into that hole so the flavor goes well in. Put the oven for 360 degree and I'm gonna garnish it with a little coriander and mint leaves. I have a baking tray with a lid, that's perfect. This one doesn't have a lid, so I'm gonna cover it with foil. When it's preheated, I'm gonna put in the baking oven for like roughly 45 minutes. Totally depending on the quality or the power of your oven, you have to wait till the steam starts coming from the rice. It was in the oven for roughly 40 minutes and I just took it out and you can see the steam coming. That's how you know your biryani is done. Again, the timing totally depends on how your oven works. There has been times where I had to put it for 1 hour. So it varies anywhere from like 35-40 minutes to an hour. You have to check after 30 minutes and see that it's coming out well or if it's done or not. Rice is in the top, so just put it evenly and well. Remember the hole we did? We're gonna put it that all back and bring the soft rice to the top. We're gonna do the final garnishing. Few more drops of pineapple essence, few more drops of butter, Some more leaves to have some fresh leaves on the top. Some fried onions. Roasted cashew and raisin. A really nice biryani is ready here. It smells so good, looks so good. I used a pan of 14 by 11 and 2-inch deep. It should be able to feed 6 to 7 people. Try this. You will really love this biryani. If you look at here, I have kept a couple boiled eggs. Boiled eggs is a really nice combination we love to have with biryani. And there is some yogurt salad here with onions in it and green chilies and a papad, Indian papad, and an Indian pickle. I've taken a lime pickle here. Lime pickle is a really good combination with biryani. If you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you for watching Harmony of Spices.